Start off easy. What brought you to Bethel?
That's such a broad question. I guess people have to ask that question. It seems so strange to me. I came here to direct and teach the students. You know, I'm a professional director and actor and producer, and I'm also a tenured faculty member at UNLV, and I have a relationship with the chair of the theater department. And he invited me, received a grant, and so my family and I are here for 6 weeks.
Now, what do you think, is really a broad career question, what drew you to acting in theater in the first place?
I believe that people have a calling to spread the gospel. Some people are doctors, some people are lawyers, some people are artists, some people are painters, some people are dancers, and I'm an actor. Now, I mean, that's, for some people that may be a strange answer, but my life experience and my attempt to do many other things has shown me that this is what I'm supposed to do, to put food on the table and witness.
Now, just asking, why did you move from acting to directing? Was that?
I didn't really move. My graduate degree is in conservatory performance, and the particular school where I went to, Southern Methodist University, it makes theater makers. It graduates theater makers. So it's not that I moved from it. As a matter of fact, my first offering for a graduate degree was in directing, but I turned it down to get a graduate degree in acting. So I've always been a teacher / director, but I even had a scholarship to dance, and I play music, but acting is my passion. I also direct, I also produce, I also teach. I'm also a father and a husband.
Having done both, do you prefer either? Acting, directing?
I just want to be a part of the pieces that are like this. There's no part for me in The Diary of Anne Frank. I directed a play called Red by John Logan. I think it's John Logan. Fascinating piece about a Russian-American painter. I'm not Russian-American, so I had to direct it. I wanted to be a part of it, so I had to direct it. Pieces that I can act in, I act in. Pieces that I want to be a part of, I'll produce or direct. I guess that's probably the best way to answer that. Make sense?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Throughout your career, are there any poignant moments that still stand out very vividly to you?
This one does. This one does. My exposure to this play. Have you read the book? When did you read the book?
High school.
Yeah, I read it when I was in junior high school. Very young. Around probably, maybe a little younger than Anne, but I read it when I was very young, and I was quite moved. I was by myself when I read it, and I was by myself when I finished it. And I was quite moved by the black and white movie. I think George Stevens directed it, and the subsequent movies about it, literature about it. One time I was working in Switzerland and went to Austria. To go to Austria from Switzerland, you need to go through Germany. Munich, as a matter of fact. And so I planned to stop at Dachau. I think it's Dachau. On the way there, I said, we'll come back and we'll go to Dachau. And as that day came closer, I became aware that I couldn't go. And in research, I just couldn't go. So the Holocaust resonates in me. When I've done research, because I'm going to take this play outside of the country, I visited the Holocaust Museum in Washington, D.C. And it's tough. It's tough. So it affects me. This play affects me. Am I answering this question?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Now, how has it been working with this group of students?
Tremendous, tremendous. My desire is to teach faith-based students also, to pass on my experiences and what I'm learning, because I'm still an actor growing, and to mentor, because it's necessary to have people of faith, people who believe in Christ, working in this industry, working with people who don't believe. And so it's tremendous to be with these kids. Tremendous for me.
You did mention taking this play out of the country. Can you expound upon that a little bit?
Yeah, I'm working in different countries outside of the United States, South Africa and Eastern Europe, in Europe, and one of the projects that I'm developing is to direct this play in Albania. During the Second World War, the country hid many Jews, but never compromised any of them. When I found that out, I started working on putting this play up there. They don't know about it. So I have it translated, and I'm moving ahead with it.
Ready to go. Yeah.
It is.
I got one more question.
Okay.
It's a rather serious production. What are you really expecting the audience to get out of it?
I expect them to have an evening of theater, just like I expect all my audiences to come out of their world, come into this world, and take what they get from it. It's a moving play. It's a play of hope. It's a true play based on a real story, and appreciate the theater department here at Bethel and their efforts to work forming Christian artists. But I expect them to have an evening of theater and be moved by it, compelled by it, provoked by it.
That's good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.